But the fact is, Kim Jong-un already had a chance to view the video without President Trump knowing about it before the Singapore summit. So, the crafty and evil president of South Korea, Moon Jae-in, already handed over to Kim Jong-un of North Korea when two of them were walking on the famous blue painted bridge during April 27th, 2018 Inter-Korean Summit, where the two Korean leaders got to a table placed in an isolated corner on the bridge. Moon Jae-in handed a binder or folder holding a few sheets of A4 size papers, which was similar to the 8.5 by 11 inch papers that we use in the United States, and the video clip, the USB drive, which was holding the video presentation. And he told Kim Jong-un to view it and let him know after viewing it whether Kim Jong-un finds it credible enough and attractive enough and enticing enough to Mr. Trump to fool Mr. Trump to start dreaming big about erecting a new Trump Tower in Wonsan, North Korea, and receiving the Nobel Peace Prize. So he asked Kim Jong-un to let him know in a reply phone call through over the newly established inter-Korean phone lines at the DMZ. Basically, Moon Jae-in wanted Kim Jong-un to know, after viewing that video clip in the US stick drive, to let him know whether Kim Jong-un found that video clip credible enough and attractive enough and enticing enough to lure President Trump to start dreaming a grand slam of a dream of killing two birds with only one stone thrown, meaning he could erect a new Trump Tower in Wonsan, North Korea, and also winning the Nobel Peace Prize winner, Nobel Prize, winning the Nobel Prize. But not too long after the Singapore summit was over, I believe President Trump quickly realized that he got tricked by the crafty and evil president of South Korea, Moon Jae-in, and big fat ugly pig, Kim Jong-un of North Korea, in the Singapore summit, and he blindfoldedly signed on the Singapore summit agreement certificate. He finally found out. Somehow. This was when President Trump should have stepped forward and stand before American people, all of us, who were still rooting for his success and victory in the whole series of US North Korea denuclearization meetings. right at this moment, President Trump should have honestly come forward and told all of us that he just realized he was totally tricked and fooled by crafty Moon Jae-in and evil Kim Jong-un, and he blindfoldedly signed on the Singapore Summit agreement certificate. If President Trump indeed did so, it could be his last available chance for him to break out of the shackles the crafty and evil president of South Korea, Moon Jae-in, has placed on his failing, his carelessly thinking brain, and his careless mouth. At this point, I want to talk about how then President Trump found out that he was being deceived, lied to, tricked, and fooled by Moon Jae-in and Kim Jong-un in the Singapore summit. How he found out? Can you imagine President Trump sitting in his Oval Office and watching the video recording of the entire Singapore summit scenario on a video, in which President Trump appeared to be totally hilarious and foolish to Kim Jong-un and Moon Jae-in when they saw President Trump actually handing over the USB stick drive to Kim Jong-un and ask him to view it while hoping that he would actually view it and he will like it, and then he will be convinced by watching the video to give up his nuclear armaments, without knowing that Kim Jong-un already viewed the content of that video, and he was putting up a show with Moon Jae-in to deceive Trump. I too had a chance to view that the video recording of the entire Singapore summit, the whole scenario, and I could tell Moon Jae-in and I mean Kim Jong-un of North Korea and Kim Yo-jong, Kim Jong-un's sister, were quietly laughing their belly buttons off hilariously until the muscles around their belly buttons started to hurt. That's what happens to you if you laugh too much, right? Hilarious laughters, then the muscles around your belly button starts to hurt. That's how much hilariously they were laughing within themselves without bursting out in laughter when they saw President Trump handing the memory stick to Kim Jong-un without knowing that he was being tricked without knowing that Kim Jong-un already saw it and he was being fooled. I could see those smirks on Kim Jong-un's face when she handed a pen to Kim Jong-un to sign on the Singapore Summit Agreement certificate. She was trying so hard to hold those laughters, hilarious laughters, within herself while making the secret eye contacts, exchanges of eye contacts with her brother Kim Jong-un as he was signing on that certificate. Man, it was really hilarious. He was really funny. It was really funny. It was almost like a comedy show. I bet that's how Mr. Trump found out that he got tricked and fooled by the evil, crafty president of South Korea, Moon Jae-in, and Kim Jong-un in the Singapore summit.